Hey everybody, Douglas Blair Roberts here, the Super Vader 400, and of course the brown skin human coming back at you with another movie series review intro. My previous movie series review intro, whenever I uploaded to YouTube, for some odd reason, the newest, the Crush 40 upload of Sonic What I'm Made Of, their uploaded version for some odd reason has a copyright on it, and whenever I see, and the copyright is actually not a problem according to YouTube, but if I ever want to set this account up for monetization, it will be a problem. So I'm going to do a remade version using two non-copyrighted songs. Even though this is an intro for movie reviews and rants, the What I'm Made Of will from now on this channel will only be the outro, and I'll use one of the old school non-copyrighted uploads of Sonic What I'm Made Of. The intros will feature the Sonic Heroes theme, which I haven't used in a long time, and of course the iconic We Can that I use a lot now. Everywhere on every other platform, the intros, I will use the old intro. So with that being said, let's get started right now. Hey everybody, I got another review and rant video coming for you. This is my part 1 narration review and rant, short narration review and rant on the 2024 recently released video game adaptation and box office and critical disaster, The Borderlands. Starring Kevin Hart and a bunch of other and a bunch of high-name A-list actors and actresses. Yeah, this film right here. Tell you the truth, this is a film I initially did not plan on seeing this year, and actually didn't even know it existed. The YouTube user Tyrone Magnus, who is known for his various reactions, he did a video. He did a video. Oh yeah, he did a video talking about reacting to its original 0% meter on Rotten Tomato, and when I saw that video, I was curious. I wanted to see. I wanted to see if this movie, which actually looked okay, was. I just want to see for myself how bad it was to get a 0%. To get a 0% on the Rotten Tomato. I want to see how bad this movie was. I also confused this movie, which is based upon a video game, the video game of the same name, the Borderlands. I confused this movie with what was it? Oh yeah, I confused this movie adaptation with another similar video game, which is an open world action game called Anarchy Reigns, which has a somewhat similar premise, engine, and graphics, similar to what you call it. The only difference between the two is Borderlands is a first person shooter and Anarchy Reigns is a straight up open world action game. But that's what I confused. So I thought, oh man, they made a movie of Anarchy Reigns, which alongside Prototype, I consider two of the Prototype and Devil May Cry, three of the single-handedly the greatest video games ever created. Those three right there. Yeah. So yeah, but no, it's this other franchise that I've also heard of, Borderlands. Yeah, can't believe I confused those two. So I just want to see for myself. And then I saw other people reviewing it. I'm like, wow. Now, the 0% later rose to a 4, then 6, then 8, and now it's a 9. Now it's a 9. Yeah, Grace Randolph was the first to give this a positive review. Anyway, I want to see for myself, and I watched it, and I did limited research on the video game. This is the part 1 narration. The larger part 2 real life superhero narration will be in the description box below. Both of these will be narration because I don't have that much to say about either version. When I rewatch the film and do more research on the games that inspired it, I'll do a longer, more in-depth review and rant. Despite that, the reason why this is both review and rant is because, just like with the horrible Max Steel 2016 film is terrible. This movie is terrible, but I still like it. I enjoyed it. This movie was a cross between Mad Max Furiosa, Judge Dredd, Demolition Man, The Suicide Squad, and Guardians of the Galaxy, with the last two being the two they tried to recapture the most, especially Guardians of the Galaxy, which was more successful, which was more financially and critically successful than anything else, than the other films and things I just mentioned on this list. They tried to, that's what this was a hybrid of, which is why I still like it. But here's the difference between this and all of those. All of those were fun, exciting, and unique. This, while it exciting and entertaining, storyline-wise, was dull. And the cast, despite what people say about them, yeah, they're a little bit too old to play the characters they're supposed to be playing. But the cast, they for the most part did a good job, and they captured the personalities of these characters. It's just the cast members themselves weren't good enough to get me involved, invested in this storyline and what they were doing. And for most of the film, I didn't know what the hell was going on. The basic plot, and actually in the basic plot, I was normally say the basic plot I understand now, but I didn't. I had to reread the basic plot on Wikipedia as soon as it was over. And I see people criticizing, saying it wasn't accurate. I think they did a good job of capturing the spirit of the Borderlands game. It's just
the Borderlands game, while in my opinion is just an average game itself. You know, the Borderlands is one of those. It's one of those. I criticize this a lot in the seventh, eighth, and now we're in the ninth. I think we're in the eighth and ninth generation now, and it all started in the fifth generation. Created fifth generation with the Sega Saturn, creating games that look good, that look good, but do not play as good as they look, focusing more on visuals and storyline instead of equal emphasis on visuals, storyline, and gameplay, but focusing more on storyline, visuals, enhancements over the core thing that matters the most with the gameplay. If you're going to focus on the storyline and visuals, do comic books, cartoons, movies and TV series, etc., stuff like that. And that's what Borderlands looks like, just an average first-person shooter. Yeah, it's entertaining, but it's just a quick, average first-person, story-filled first-person shooters, and those games right there are usually dull. Video games from the past, which were arcade style, focused more on the gameplay, and now the actual good, superb games of the present put equal emphasis on the gameplay and the story, graphics, and everything. So that's and their storyline just doesn't translate well to live action. Doesn't translate well to live action. You can replicate all the visuals and everything you see in the game, but the storyline itself is just not exciting or as interesting. You've seen it done better in all of those four movies I just mentioned, those four plus movie franchises I just mentioned earlier. So yeah, but like I said, I'll give my rating in the my spill.com double toasted style rating in the part two real life superhero version. All right, I'm finished for now. You want to hear the rest of the music? Turn the video off right now.
We all bring out the best things